Hello, here's your beautiful Elgin, grade 58. They only made 5,000 of these movements. And you now have one of them. I'm going to make a little comment about this. In the process of putting this one together, it took 2 other donors because there's just not that many of them. And there you go. And it's a beautiful running watch. So first thing I'm going to do now, what I'm going to show you here is you could do this with your fingers once you get the hang of it. The back is a little bit easier to open than the front. It's just a little bit lighter. And so we have the back open now. And this is where you put your key in and you wind it. So let's go ahead and wind it real first before I open the cuvee. So got your key, just put it in. It's easier to do it without trying to make a video. So just take your time, and when it's tight, you're going to stop. Not try to crank it anymore. There it is, right there. Doesn't take that many of these, and I believe this was pretty much took a full wind. So we have that running now, and let's go ahead and now if you open the cuvee, which is this cover here, it's good and tight. So you'll need a little screwdriver, and let's see if I can find, and there's a little slot right there. Okay, you put it in that slot and then pry it open, and here's your lovely movement. Now, in the case of, people want to see it and they want to see the movement, oh yeah, do the movement, go ahead and do that. But what I'm going to tell you is, I use the term fat fingers. Keep your fat fingers out of that, away from that wheel right there. And that's why the cuvee is there, not only to keep the dust out, but to protect it when you do a wind. I mean, you can wind it this way when it's exposed, but that's not what you want to do. Anyway, fantastic. Okay, so let's close the cuvee now. And let's close the back. Now you could do the same thing on the front. Let's see if I can do it. You'll get used to it. You could pry this open. There we go. Or you can use you could just use a little tiny pocket watch, something that you'll use all the time. But once you get used to it, let's just pry that open. And we're going to set the hands. Now, I'm not going to do it a whole lot because it takes a while. This is where your patience is going to come in, because this thing is from 1874, and so they didn't worry about how long it took to set the time. And the other thing is, back in the day, because there was no way to figure out what time it was if the pocket watch ran down, so what they did every night was they wound it again so that it would keep running all the time, and they wouldn't have to go through this as setting the time. So basically, it's hard to do. You're going to put that on there. You want to move the hands in the forward direction. So you put it on there, and this is going to take some patience. Put it right on. There's a square. There's a square in this slot in the key, and then the square fits right on top. And you just go like that, and you turn the hands. So let's say where it's 9 o'clock, and you're going to move it all the time in the forward direction when you do this, not backwards. Even if it's going to take 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes more, this is the way you want to do it. So move it, and we're just going to say, we'll go around again. We'll go to 10 o'clock. And you'll do it faster when you're not having to do it in front of an iPhone. 10 o'clock. And there we are. We've already wound it. It's running. You see the seconds hand moving. And I had this running for 3 days straight, and I think it pretty much stayed on time within a minute, maybe less. And the fact that you are here in San Diego, I've set it for our area as far as the, the temp, the humidity and everything. And there you go. And when you're heading out, so when you're done, just close it like that. And I don't have mine here, but I have a little piece of leather on here. And the other end, you could buy these like a braided leather. And so you put one end on here and the other end through your belt loop. And then you put it in a pouch. Do not carry it loose like this. Just, oh, I'm leaving the house, and drop it in your pocket. No, like a spare change. No, it doesn't. It needs to be secure. If you're going to carry it, and that's the way to carry it, is to find yourself a pouch. And if you need me to send you some ideas, I can do that, because there's some on eBay, I believe. And I have an old one. It's all ratty and everything, but it's soft now and it's comfortable. So there you go. Beautiful watch. 3 to make 1. And this is a fantastic piece of history, and I thank you very much.